The last time I used polymer clay was the first time I used polymer clay, and I had loads of fun. So much so, in fact, that I may have gone and spent a little bit too much on more polymer clay. I can hear in the distance the sound of legions of polymer clay addicts saying, "One of us, one of us." G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and in the last video where we used polymer clay, we dabbled. In this video, we're going to dive in deep. I'm very excited to let you guys know this video is sponsored by Audible, which is perfect timing because I just finished listening to the third book in Brandon Sanderson's The Stormlight Archives series, and it's time for me to find a new book and or series to listen to. In sponsoring this video, Audible have provided a 30-day free trial and a first free audiobook credit to anyone who uses the link audible.com/Jazza. That's J-A-Z-Z-A. Once again, audible.com/Jazza, or you can text Jazza to 500 and you get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial, and you can pick any book, and I'll go through a bunch of recommendations later in this video. Let's start off by opening up some of these newer sculpting materials and demonstrating some of their uses. This one in particular, this is actually a pasta roller, but I've seen all around places where people use polymer clay that you use this to mix it much easier than I did last time. I have here a clay gun extruder. I'm assuming this is sort of like the adult version of, you know, those kids' Play-Doh syringes where you go and the Play-Doh comes out in like a shape and make little noodles, little stars. That's pretty good. Then we have some slices, especially now that we have bigger lumps of polymer clay bricks to sort of open up and divide. Now I have these tools to sort of cleanly divide them up with. Ow! Did I just cut myself? Yeah. Note to self. These are actually razors. I can't be trusted with adult things. Look! That's vicious!
'Tis but a scratch.
You guys feeling really nervous yet because I'm handling razor blades? Ah! There we go. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I got a little slicer, a little wobbly slicer! Alright, look at this. Ready? Oh! Oh, that's satisfying. Could I have just done that with a knife? Maybe, but can a knife do this? I rest my case. So that's my new collection of sculpting tools, and then last but not least, I want to demonstrate the use of this roller. So it's got this clamp thing, and you clamp it to the desk. Whoa! It's pooping out the white! What I'm going to start off by doing is getting all of my materials ready, and I'm going to mix it all up with just a few drops of oil for each brick. And then once I, in a moment, have all of my clay prepared and all of my supplies and working area ready to go, I'm going to decide what epic creation I'm going to attempt today. Alright, I've prepped my clay, or at least the dry clay. This Sculpey stuff is even soft to the touch through the packet, whereas, you know, now the Fimo stuff, which was almost sort of like a hard feta cheese or something, now it has the texture of a nice camembert. I don't know why I'm making cheese comparisons. It's time to actually decide what I'm going to make, because I have a lot of stuff, and I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet. Now, I do have gold polymer clay, and I also have some metallic paints as well. So what I thought I might do with these is use this foam base here and create a bit of a mini diorama with some sort of a creature that's guarding like a giant treasure or pile of gold. That being said, even mixing up this clay to be soft and not so brittle took longer than I expected. Over an hour actually, even with the help of the turny thing. So this is going to be a time-consuming process, which which is good because that's where the sponsor kicks in. This is the Audible desktop app, and you can get it on your phone and your other devices, and these are just a few of the books that I've been listening to over the last year. I can definitely recommend Ready Player One by Ernest, Cline, narrated by Will Wheaton. Now a major motion picture. This one was really fun to listen to and as a standalone book, so I can highly recommend that as your starter, with the link in the card and in the description. Anything by Brandon Sanderson is a good bet. Oh, and I can also recommend this series called Magic 2.0. The premise is basically like a computer hacker found a way to code the world around him so that he had magic, and he goes back in time to the medieval period and fakes being a wizard. It's this whole series with like 4 books in the series so far. They're really fun and easy to get into and just like really lighthearted fun. I actually have, if I go to the shop, there we go, you have 1 credit. And there's a series my wife is recommending that she really liked called Lightbringer, so I'm going to start off with book 1 of that and get into a new book series myself because I have that credit to spend, and hey, you have a credit to spend too. That said, now it's time to get started with whatever diorama piece I'm going to come up with. It's going to take quite some time and I'm a little nervous to start, but there's no time like the present, so wish me luck. Oh my goodness, I am pretty exhausted. Don't let the time lapse fool you. This has taken me over 2 days to do so far, and it's not even baked yet. There are 2 ways that this next phase is kind of terrifying me. The first is I need to separate the dragon and this base here, because the base has foam underneath it, which I can't put in the oven. So to properly bake it, I need to deconstruct it and put it into an oven tray, which I've got over here. The second reason I'm slightly terrified is if this sculpture or the base loses its shape in any way, they won't refit back together. So I'm a little bit nervous. I have to remove this dragon. Now, he has sat on there for a while, so his hands and feet are going to be sticking to the base pretty good. So I'm going to have to sort of pull it apart a little bit. Gentle. Ah, there we go. Come on. There you go. That's the front 2 hands. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Come on. Oh, there we go. And come on, front leg. Aha! All right. Now the trick is I need these limbs to not move. Those 2 spikes are there. I need to rest these front 2 spikes on something. Good old reliable tin foil. I'm just going to put that in there. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. And now this thing, I need to try and separate from the foam underneath. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. So this, I'm hoping, is going to maintain its shape. I can't guarantee that though, because it's hollow. So I'm just going to scrunch up a bunch of this. Yeah. I can bring the dragon back in there. I think we're good. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna go bake this. We'll try and piece it all back together and see how it did. Oh, wish me luck. Okay, it's the moment of truth, and I'm kinda terrified. I've just put some foil in this container over it so it doesn't burn. In theory, let's see how that theory played out. So far so good, and okay. I feel like things are cool enough that I can try it out on the base and see how it's turned out. See how that sits on top of there. Ready? This is the other moment of truth, to see if everything's held its original shape and if this is going to slide into place. You ready? Oh, like a glove. Oh my goodness. Wow, it actually worked. I can't believe it. It actually worked. Yes. Oh my goodness. I am so excited and amazed that that has just worked out perfectly. Now you might think that, especially, you know, looking at this, it looks pretty good, it looks pretty finished, but no, there's one last step to go, and that is the painting. And there's quite a bit that we can do to this. We can bring out the cracks and crevices with some darker inks that we wipe off. We can dry brush to bring out some of the extremities and also texturize some of the stone and the scales of the dragon. And then we can also bring out a lot of the gloss of like the tongue and the gold. And I'm just so excited that it looks so good as it is without the painting being done. But that being said, I am very, very eager to see how this thing comes together with the paint added into the mix. So I'm gonna jump into it and come back to you with a finished dragon. So here we have it. This is the final outcome, the finished polymer clay dragon. I have to say, this is one of the most satisfying outcomes of a project I've experienced almost ever. Like, I have just had so much fun making this. That being said, it's been a lot of work and it took over 3 days to make. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jazza, if it took 3 days, why are you wearing the same shirt? Well, to that I'd say, A, stop judging me, and B, it's for continuity, because the video starts with one look and outfit, and I want it to feel like it's like, you know, it's not confusing. Now I know what you're thinking, Jazza, if you're working so hard to wear the same outfit to maintain the continuity and not confuse people, isn't that unhygienic? And why are you ruining the entire point of the continuity by talking about it now? And to that I say, stop judging me, you're not my mother, I have more than one of the same shirt. Now I know what you're thinking, I am your mother, Joss. I watch all of your videos just to check up on you because you don't call me so often these days. Also, I have a right to judge your personal hygiene because I bathed you when you were a child. And to that I say, Mum, stop embarrassing me in front of my friends! Sorry for my fragile mental state. In finishing this thing, I literally did a 22.5-hour work day. Seriously, from 7 AM to 4:30 AM, just to make sure I could get this thing done before the weekend was over. But here we have it, and I am really satisfied with the end result, even at the cost of my sanity. Please like this video. It makes a huge difference. The YouTube algorithm decides what to recommend to people and share, and if you comment and like and share this video yourself, there's going to be more people enjoy and join the arty party with us. So please do that, and consider checking out the incredible sponsor of this video, and by supporting them, supporting this channel by following the link in the card and in the description to getting your free audiobook and 30-day trial with Audible today. I've been listening to The Black Prism, like I said, when I started this project. As you can see, I only have 4.5 hours left on the audiobook. I have really loved this one, great narrator and a really fun story, so I look forward to the next 2 books. Audible is one of those subscriptions that I personally just can't do without, and I love the fact that you can go straight from listening to it on your computer to downloading it and listening to it on your phone. They have a clip and bookmark system, so you can just simply go in there and find where you left off or leave any marks that you want to go back to. It's super easy to use and it's cross-platform. It has the biggest library of books of anyone that does audiobooks, and fantastic narrators and original production. So I highly recommend Audible. Go check them out and get your free audiobook today. Go on ahead and leave a comment down below also as to future projects you want to see me tackle, either in polymer clay or any weird and wonderful art supply. This was attempt number 2, I'll remind you, at me using polymer clay, so go on and leave a comment as to what you think I should tackle with round 3. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos, and while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.